The last time that England won the World Cup.
No, I was saying that this replica jersey, the one thing it's missing is the star. Because
if this is the 1966 jersey, it wouldn't have the star yet, right?
No, 1966. This is 1998.
Oh, it's 98. Okay.
Keith, before we started recording, you jumped on. We were talking about which Spice Girl we had a crush on and which one we wanted to.
I'm actually.
I like this. I like this. I'm actually all for this.
Wait, Keith, take your headphones out. I want me and Tico to guess, and we'll say it. I don't want you to hear what we're going to say.
All right.
Okay, I think it's Baby Spice. For sure.
Oh, no, I don't think it's to be. No, not yet. I think it's to be. It's not going to be.
Just say it.
Could be. The black one? Yeah. All right. Come on, Keith.
Good.
Okay, so the criteria is which Spice Girl I had a crush on.
Yeah, which one?
And then what Spice Girl I was like sexually attracted to. Like, is that
that's the same thing? Isn't that the same thing?
I was getting a phone call, so my headphone went away. What was that?
Wait, so it's just like which Spice Girl you liked?
Yeah, just which
yeah, like you had a crush on. You thought
can you guys
like
tell me yours
one
first, or I'll tell you mine. So it's not going to influence it. I was a big. Yeah. I was a big Baby Spice guy.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
You thought I was posh, huh?
No. I thought Mel B. Which one's that's the one that ends with Lex too.
I like Mel B.
Which one's Mel B?
Yeah. The black
Scary
one.
Spice.
Scary. Okay. Well, you don't give them names. keep them to spices. Okay.
I like Ginger Spice.
Yeah. Okay. I like that too. I think I was Baby, posh, Scary, Ginger. Is that it?
Sporty Spice, but no one likes Sporty Spice.
Yeah, Sporty's a little scary. Like,
so, yeah, the way the conversation started is Enzo's wearing a Beckham kit, and we started talking about the Ali G interview with David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
Yeah.
And then we're like, I don't see what's so like amazing about Posh Spice.
Yeah, I was never the biggest fan.
I think she's really pretty, and she's also just like cool. And like her brand is cool.
I read this recently, but I knew it before.
Oh. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second.
No, her brand is cool. Her fashion sense is great. Yeah, no, she's made millions. Don't get me wrong, but do I think?
Well, she had millions. She rich family. Do you guys know who KFC follows on Twitter?
Who?
KFC.
Sorry, I lost you guys for a second. KFC,
yeah.
Okay.
So KFC, they're a franchise, they're a chicken. Yeah, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
On Twitter, they follow the Spice Girls.
That's actually five herbs and spices, right?
And 5 random guys named Herb.
Herb. Okay. That makes spice. Okay, that makes complete sense. All right. What jersey you want?
It's my wife's stepdad.
Costa Rica.
It's like a Costa Rica jersey. Yeah,
I like it.
I got married.
That's nice. That looks classy.
Yeah, it's definitely not like a legit one. You know, it's junky, but it's cool.
Not wearing a legit one either, mate, but it's better than the Mission Shirt Box one.
Yeah. But I think like jersey quality sometimes matters to me. Like I like sometimes a nice jersey I can sleep in, and I know you guys find that weird because you don't sleep in clothes. But well, like a nice jersey I could sleep in because it's very breathable. But like I wouldn't necessarily want to even sweat in this because if it's not some jerseys just aren't that breathable.
You're not. You know, I'd love to see a poll. I'd love to see a poll who sleeps in their sports jerseys.
Especially like jerseys are so tight.
I know. Well,
no, I get the big ones. I'll get like an oversized.
You like the big ones?
How big do you like him?
Okay, boys. Are we?
Right.
We're just gonna fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah.
This episode.
Yeah. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Do we want to talk some Real Madrid?
No.
At no point in the podcast.
No.
At no point.
No.
Wait. One thing we could put something on. Like, where is the manager going? Is he going to come to the Premiership finally?
Liverpool.
So I saw a lot of joke memes that were like, "Oh, like Ernie Slot looking over his shoulder," because because I tried to say so.
Or could he go? Wait, or could he go to Man United?
I think there's no way he goes to Man United.
Open spot.
Who? I mean, Man United will be Carrick till the end of the year, and then I think Luis Enrique might be interesting for them.
Ugh.
He's like obviously like a legit world class manager, and if he fails, that's like in the prime of his coaching career, right?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like he won the Champions League last year.
He did. Well, why would he leave PSG right now?
He's not. He already said he's not resigning there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also Dembele hasn't signed a contract extension.
Interesting. And that's the end all be all for Enrique.
I mean, he did lose his last final, so like, no wait,
in the Club World Cup, you mean?
Yeah, didn't they beat Tottenham after though? Or that was before?
Yeah, they mopped the floor with Tottenham. No, actually, I thought it was a better game than people thought. I'm joking.
They didn't mop the floor with Tottenham.
I know, you're right.
We were up
2-0. Should we do the episode intro?
Oh yeah, do that.
Hello and welcome to episode 100 and something of Dropped Offsides. I'm with Tico and Enzo. My name is Keith. We're doing a little live and loose this week. We don't have a lot written down, but we have a lot to say as usual.
That's so professional. 100 and something.
Tico wants to talk about Real Madrid. Me and Enzo are going to do our best to not talk about Real Madrid and instead talk about the Premier League. I think we're going to talk, first off, Man United manager in the running right now. We were just right before we came on, we were talking Luis Enrique as a potential one that would be interesting in the offseason. Who else would be interesting? I feel like Glasser's getting a lot of mixed results.
Well, he's not starting either, is he? So that's another option. I say bring back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I say do it. I think he'd do wonders with this team. I think he'd do wonders.
I can't tell if you're trolling. I'm
being serious.
I had a good, someone made a good argument for Southgate, which I thought was funny. And obviously it's like a meme, right? It's a joke. But it's the same idea with England, where like the mentality around the club is so broken. They just need a guy, they need like a feel good vibes guy to go in there, just make the vibes good.
Southgate is not a feel. Oh, you mean with the players?
Just in general, I felt like England was pretty broken before Southgate went in there. He didn't play the best football, but he made everyone feel good. He made the organization feel good.
He made the organization.
He made everyone get behind England again. Everyone cared. It went from a really toxic environment to a very positive environment, which is rare for England.
But that toxic environment was because of the generation before in England.
But I mean, you can say it's like that, but it was pretty toxic 6 years ago. All the coaches prior. Yeah, it was pretty toxic, dude.
It wasn't toxic.
I disagree. I feel like people were pretty people were really down on England for a long time.
People were down on England because we should have been achieving more. But that was the outside public. I want to say it was the players.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying that Southgate would bring just that feel good. That's the idea. That's the thought.
He got the fans back involved and
got the fans back involved. So getting the fans back involved. But I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of a funny idea.
I don't think he'd be good at Man United.
No, I think he'd be terrible. It's totally a joke. But I think Derek wants him, I get it. No, I don't think anyone actually wants
Derek. No, Derek threw his name out there.
I think he was messing with you.
Oh, fucking bastard. All right.
Okay. So I think in the short term, though, we're looking at the rest of the season where it's probably going to be Carrick or Fletcher. We're looking at a 4-2-3-1 most likely. So no more back five. We kind of talked about this a little bit in the last episode. Tico, you were thinking like Amad Diallo is the one that really is going to suffer from this, even though he had like an amazing AFCON.
I think he scored in almost all the goals except in all the games except one. Yeah. And I think when I looked at the formation, I didn't watch any of the games, but they were playing 4-3-3. I just don't know if he's going to get the starts on the right wing because I'm kind of confused how the lineup is going to be if they play 4-3-3. Let's say on the left, it will be Cunha, which naturally he plays on the left. If you're putting Sesko as a striker, are you putting him one on the right? Where does that leave Amad? So it'd be interesting how the formation is and who he plays. Obviously, he's going to have his own.
You could fit them all in. Just Cunha would have to play the 10.
Put Mbeumo on the left.
And then where does Bruno Fernandes play?
Bruno plays what he's been playing this whole season, which is playing
deeper. I don't think he's going to play deeper though. I think I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think there's some question marks for sure.
Kobe Mainoo comes back and you have him and Bruno in the middle. Well, it's probably going to be Casemiro, but I'm just saying in my head, that works more because Kobe Mainoo will do all the hard work where Bruno can just get the ball in the midfield and do what he wants. That's the only way I see Diallo being put into that team because he ain't playing right back and he ain't playing left back.
I think the best option would be if they go 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1?
Yeah. You could even put Casemiro and Bruno deep lying the middle. Obviously, Casemiro defensive, and then Bruno playing whatever next to Casemiro.
Or you just don't play Sesko up front.
I mean, they played yesterday, guys, and Bruno played, and he didn't play in the deeper
they're missing
positions.
2 attacking players, though.
I know. But I'm just saying that he didn't play in the deeper positions. So I'm just saying
he's been playing in that 8 role the whole season, basically.
Yeah, but I think that was. I mean, he never played there before Amarim, so I don't know why. I don't think it's just a given that he's going to automatically go back into the 6s. I think he's probably going to retain his role as a 10. I would think
been saying though that he's having like the best season this year under Amarim, like number wise.
Yeah, he was having an amazing year. It's also going to be interesting who the center backs are. Obviously, like who's going to play right back, who's going to be Luke Shaw, is he going to get the left back? Will Harry Maguire become the starter? So a lot of questions. So it's like one of those things where like you're not going to know until like on the day of. And I think because there's so much time off because of the FA Cup, which man you got eliminated from, is they have the time to kind of put in the best lineup. They don't need to rest Ahmad and Buemo. They could just kind of put in the lineup they want to play with. And as far as Sesko, and like ever since Amarim got fired, the guy scored 3 goals in 2 games.
That's true.
So he's on form. You don't want to like drop him now.
You could.
You can, but you don't want to.
Are you saying that because you own Sesko by any chance?
I was this close to dropping him.
So no, no.
I bet you that Fernandes plays in the 10. Like I bet you, I will handshake bet one of you guys that he's playing in the 10.
I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm just saying to get Diallo in. There's no one saying that he shouldn't play in the 10, but we're discussing how do you fit Diallo in.
I think it's the only way you fit Diallo in is you put him out right and you put in Buemo up top, and Sesko doesn't play.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and even before AFCON, Diallo, even fantasy wise, he was going off. He was having goals, assists, like dribbles. He was finding his form, so he was having a good year leading up to the AFCON.
No, but the other thing to think about too is Cunha isn't really a left winger. Like he's gonna always cut inside and drift inside and just let Bruno Fernandes' space. So it creates. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little bit of a headache to fit all these pieces in.
We'll see.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about how happy Liverpool are that Salah and Egypt are advancing because they get more time to play without Salah and prove to?
Well,
I mean, kinda.
Well, they drew against Arsenal the last game, which actually isn't that bad.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They won today against Barnsley.
Barnsley.
Whoopie-doo. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like that the United is. I'm like fading. I had Luke Shaw in a league. I dropped him. I think I'm not really obviously people have been excited about Dorgu and he's had a little renaissance because he was playing up attack. Like he's not going to be doing that anymore.
Nope.
For sure. Like who knows if he's going to be even the starter in the future. So and then I don't know, it's a weird situation right now, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of winners, but I think there could be some losers. Like I think the winners are already going to be the guys that have been winning, Yeah. But I can't imagine a world where Mbeumo doesn't come back and slot right into the team.
And that's going to be the positive that Man United has is that all these players are coming back and they come back from AFCON fit, but we all know that after AFCON, what do you call that? Like how they play, form isn't always the best. So
that is very true, and that's what we've seen with Salah time and time again.
And Buemo, same thing.
Yeah. So piggybacking on that a little bit, who are some so AFCON players are starting to trickle back in. We should get a big chunk of them back after for the next game week. Like Mbeumo will be back.
Is Ismail Assar back?
He's at Senegal, so I don't know. I think they're playing Egypt. I think they're still alive, so he won't be back yet.
He won't be back. Pape Maïssa won't be back.
But I mean, they're all coming. The next few weeks. I guess the question is are there any players that that were dropped and all of a sudden now is the time to come up? I'm thinking a Doof, Ismail Sarr's dropped in our league. I was looking at him today. I was he might be interesting to pick up. Are there any other players that you guys are interested in that are kind of in that zone? Wan-Bissaka kind of in there. Would you pick him up?
There's some players I would say don't pick up. If you want to, because we just found out about Conor Gallagher coming to Tottenham. Don't pick up Pape Sarr. No point.
Yeah. That's a good one, and let's definitely talk about that too.
Who's on the Who's on the? Did Crystal Palace pick up wingers or a striker? Did I see that, or I'm making that up? Was that West Ham?
West Ham picked up some strikers. Crystal Palace, no, not so much.
And who's coming back for? Did West Ham have everyone go? Was it? I
think they had a center mid go.
You're right. Okay.
Or they had Wan-Bissaka go.
They got Sangara and Bolly for Nottingham Forest. they should be coming back, right? They're not on.
Yeah, but were they
Senegal.
relevant? I mean, I don't know how relevant they were.
Well,
I mean,
Senegal scored
Senegal. Yeah, I guess you're at Senegal right before he left. Like popped off for like
yeah,
2
he
games,
popped off right before he left. Yeah.
So, like, would you take a flyer on him?
If you really need it, man. Honestly, I think we've seen so much rotation from players and the form's been up and down. If you really need a player, but I
But
wouldn't.
you're not excited about. You wouldn't be excited about it.
I wouldn't pick up any AFCON players right now that are coming back. Not until I see the form they're in.
I mean, you got to pick him up a week early. You can't wait until like they play a game. The one team I think is going to be interesting is Fulham, because Iwobi is he coming back?
No,
Nigeria's cooking. Apparently, Iwobi's having like a great tournament. I've been hearing just he's running the show for Nigeria.
Chukwueze.
So I think if you're a Harry Wilson owner, and I know you're big on that, Keith, that's your guy. I would look to sell before the player. Dude, they're getting reinforcements. You don't know how that rotation is.
He was playing the whole time when Iwobi was there.
Was he putting up numbers like this?
Yes. But he was putting up numbers before Iwobi went to AFCON.
Here's my take: is if you can get the value for Harry Wilson, it might be. I see Tico's point, but you'd have to be getting like the value of how he's performing now. You know, like you'd have to be getting something pretty good, because I think I like Tico. I get what you're saying, and I do think he'll probably like rotate a little more. Like he probably won't. He'll probably sub out in the 70th minute sometimes for some of these other guys when it's happening and stuff. But like at the end of the day, he's having a really good season. So it would be you need to get a pretty good piece. To give Wilson.
But this is why you want to trade him now, because I think his value is all time high. And if someone doesn't know that they're at AFCON, it is going to affect them. They have a lot of games, especially as the year goes on. So that's one person. And also, like you guys know, I'm not as high on Harry Wilson as you guys are. So I think that's one person I would monitor to possibly try to trade away. And also, they're playing Morocco on Wednesday, the 14th. And I don't know about if you guys know Morocco. They've been cooking.
They're good. I mean, I think all 4 teams left are pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's going to be.
If you look at,
I'm probably going to watch those. I'm like kind of excited for those games.
Well, Egypt, Senegal. It's Mane versus
Salah.
Yeah,
waiting for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys followed the Saudi league, but ever since Mane left, Ronaldo's team have lost 3 in a row, and the one before they tied. They went from like undefeated to 2nd place.
Wait, where did Mane go? To AFCON. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like that he left the team.
Yeah. You hear about?
I love how you said. I don't know. Wait, do you follow the Saudi league, Tico? You just said that so casually, like you're like a Saudi league guy.
I don't think he said it because of that. I think he just said it because you asked where he went, and he went to AFCON.
No, I've never seen a second of it, but sometimes like if something comes up, like because I mean, I don't know if you guys know this about Fabrizio. There are certain teams, clubs that he kind of like favors and puts out more information on. Like the Saudis are one of them. PSG is like a mouthpiece for them, so he always posts like Cristiano Ronaldo stuff when they do good stuff.
Always.
So I was like, yeah, always.
All right, so got it. So the general consensus is with the AFCON guys, you're not super pumped on like the Doofs, Wan-Bissakas.
When did AFCON start?
In January.
In January.
Maybe before, was it December?
I don't think it was December.
No, it must have been January.
So
December 19, I think.
December 21.
December 21.
So before that, Harry Wilson had put up 4 double-digit games in a row before that.
And since then,
he scored a 2.25, 16.75, 3.5, 9.75, and a 20.5.
Yeah. I think Enzo, even if he's still starting games, I think he won't be playing full 90s as much. And I think that was Tico's point a little bit more too.
So
right? Like there's just going to be more rotation no matter what.
Just
even if he is still the starter. Yeah.
To counter that, he put up 4 double-digit games in a row. Prior to that, he only had 2 for the whole year.
He's on form.
That's why, so high. That's my point.
But I guess, okay. I think you guys are just agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, we're going to agree to disagree.
Okay, next thing I want to talk transfers with you guys. The biggest things today was that there's this Conor Gallagher rumor. It sounded like Aston Villa was the destination, and then it seemed like at the last second Tottenham swooped it.
Yeah, I don't understand. We tried to get him before he went to Atletico Madrid, and we failed. He didn't. He turned us down, and now he's coming back.
I wonder if it was a direct Chelsea to Tottenham transfers. No bueno, but a year away and then coming to Tottenham's maybe a little more acceptable.
Maybe. Well, I followed him a little bit in his first year at Atletico, and he did pretty well. He looked like a stand-in all season, and then this season he was just dropped out of favor.
I was kind of looking at some of their lineups, and it seems like if they play a 4-3-3, he tends to play.
Mm-hmm.
But if they play a 4-2-3-1, he doesn't play.
Mm.
Or if he does, he plays like out on the left. Like he plays like a weird position. And I think that kind of caters to what I was saying in our group chat earlier, where it's like he is like a true 8, like box to box 8, but he's not a 6. So he's not really good at like getting possession deep and like breaking the press and stuff. And that's where they tried to use him at Chelsea when he struggled. Where he did well is when he could go box to box and he had like a true 6 next to him and then a 10 next to him as well. I think with a Tottenham team, I don't know what that looks like exactly.
I don't know how it looks like either. I feel like they brought him in so that they can play Simmons in more of an attacking role on the left. Because now with no Kudus out until March, and now Richarlison out for a couple of weeks, like you're gonna play Kolomwani, Simmons, and Solanke's back. He just came on and put up some minutes, the last game in the cup game. So, and you're not gonna rush him back either. So you got Tell and Odegaard too, who haven't really been that impactful. I think they've got like 3 goals between them. So.
Yeah. I think the thing to remember with Conor Gallagher, and the only reason, honestly, the reason I'm more interested than anything to do with Chelsea is that he went a season on loan at Crystal Palace and was like a top 20. He was like a top 25 asset that year in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was really, really good. And then he went back to Chelsea and like was a bit part player and just never really kind of got into it. So I feel like if he's in a team where he's given a big run like that and he's actually playing it in a way that favors him, I think there could be value there.
Yeah, I think they could be value.
I don't, I'm not saying, it's not like Tottenham's a super exciting prospect right now. So it's not the most exciting move in that sense. And like, so, you know, it is what it is.
So how much FAAB you putting down? What would you put? 5, 6?
Probably, honestly, I think he's the type of player where he's worth putting down like 25% or 30% of your remaining FAAB. Like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's like, I think he could be a good starter.
You think because there's so much January transfer window left, you feel like if you really need a midfielder though, like you put on a nice chunk if you were able to save it and not have 0 like some of us?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you're just out of luck. You're SOL.
Yeah.
But I think I put down a good chunk. I might put in a bid for him.
I was hoping we'll see.
But I'm running pretty light on FAAB too at this point.
What's light?
Like I think I have like less than 20.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Yeah, you have none. I thought I wanted to comment. Did you guys see what Pascal Gross went for in our league? So that's another guy. Did we talk about him much?
Yeah,
we talked about him a little bit.
We talked about him a little bit. But what did he go?
Did you see what he went for?
No.
He went for like 33 FAAB.
Wow.
It kind of makes sense if you're gambling that he's gonna be the guy. You know, like he's gonna do.
Would you rather
even 80% of what he did in his last season, and you're absolutely winning?
So would you rather Gross or would you rather Crystal Palace Conor Gallagher? Which one would you prefer?
You mean Tottenham Conor Gallagher?
I'm just saying you're going off Pascal Gross's form from Brian, and then you're going to go off Conor Gallagher what he did for Crystal Palace, basically.
I think Conor Gallagher is actually interesting because he's just younger. I think the fear with Gross, and I have been in one of our leagues. I got him in one of our leagues. The fear with Gross is rotation, age, a new team, different coach. There's every single factor that you worry about in a fantasy player's decline are all there, even though he was so good. So that's a little bit concerning. You know,
His team, isn't he?
What'd you say?
He's going back to Brighton. So
Brighton.
He knows everybody. The coach.
He's already there. Talking about Gross?
Yeah. But
he's there.
It's not the same. But it's not the same team he left.
It's not the same team he left. It's 2 years later. He's 35. Like I think there's a lot of factors.
Same manager though, right?
No.
Oh,
the
manager's changed
RDC.
twice since he left. I think it was Potter when he was there. Was it Potter?
He did a little bit under De Zerbi for sure.
Was it De Zerbi?
He left under De Zerbi. I'm almost positive.
But what about Potter? Potter was before.
He
De
was
Zerbi.
there with Potter for sure, but he
Yeah.
left under De Zerbi. I'm almost
Oh,
positive.
okay, got it.
Okay, so Conor Gallagher, interesting. Pascal Gross going for that much makes you think that Conor Gallagher. I don't know, it's tricky. I mean, I think it's so league dependent, but I think if you're gonna, I think you can put like a chunk of FAAB on Conor Gallagher and say no, it's a gamble. Like, but anything that isn't a gamble is gonna be all the FAAB.
Yeah,
you know?
all the FAAB.
So
Yeah.
I don't
okay,
think
what do
it's
we talk? Let's
not
talk about
always.
Lucas. You don't
I
think it's a
he's gonna
gamble
get
for
a lot
Conor
of
Gallagher?
goals. By a lot, I mean he's probably gonna be the leading goal scorer on Tottenham by the end of the year.
Conor Gallagher?
Conor
Yeah.
Gallagher be the leading goal scorer.
You heard it
Yeah.
here first from Sergey.
Okay.
I like it. Okay, let's talk Lucas Paqueta real quick.
Oh, dude, he's trying to jump ship. He's like,
He's
fuck this shit.
leaving. He's leaving West Ham apparently, right? He's trying to. I'm amazed that Flamengo is able to pay 40 million for him. Did you guys see that rumor?
Yeah,
Doesn't it seem like a lot for a Brazilian club to pay?
yeah, but they probably made that off English clubs like threefold. You know
True.
what I mean?
I mean, all they have to do, like, hey, Lucas, like, make sure you get a red card, and then they'll pay like 5 million on it and make their money back.
Yeah, basically, he sees the writing on the wall and he's jumping ship.
I know it's pretty gross considering that he was one of those guys that would like kiss the badge after he scored. It
Mhm.
just feels so fake.
There's no, but it is. It's true, man.
I always felt this way. I don't like Paqueta. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
It's
Well,
his
actually,
face.
I- okay, I'm gonna
as
say
a,
it. I
as a
fucking hate- I
player
fucking
or
hate
as a
him.
person?
As a person, I can
No,
I just dislike him.
He looks like he's a piece of shit.
He looks like he's a piece of shit. And
Yeah.
and this is reaffirming that for me because he was one of those guys that would score a penalty kick and celebrate like it was the biggest goal ever, kiss the badge.
Yeah.
Like so annoying. Yeah.
Also, mouth breather.
Mouth breather, how do you know that? I like that. You can just tell.
Just like you see when he's like walking around, like a lot of times, like he's a mouth breather. And I just Googled his like images just to confirm that he has a stupid face. All of them, his mouth was open.
Mouth breather. Yeah,
Okay,
mouth
so with that Paqueta leaving, I think that opens up a little bit for West Ham a little bit. I think Mateus Fernandes I've liked for a while, and he's been like very consistent. I think that might create space for him in that higher role. Which is interesting. I also want to call out that there's two West Ham guys that were transferred in already, and one of them scored midweek and looked pretty good. I think his name's Castillas.
Yeah.
What's his name actually? Is it Valentin Castillas? And he has like a name like Tati. I think his name on the back of his jersey is Tati Castellanos. Valentin Castellanos. But he scored. He obviously didn't score in his debut, but he scored midweek in the FA Cup. And then they have this other guy, Pablo Felipe Ferreira de Jesus, who came on and played and looked fine. I mean, I neither of them. I'm like, wow, they're going to be game changers. But I thought that Castellanos actually took his goal really well in the FA Cup. So I'm a little more intrigued there than I am with the other guy.
Honestly, West Ham's done. I'm looking at their squad right now. Kilman probably goes somewhere, lower league, lower team. I've completely forgot about this motherfucker. JWP.
He's gonna go somewhere this window.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if it's a Premier League club though? I think he's been bouncing. He's been bouncing around, and like Premier League clubs and then not even being able to break into them. I think it's probably time he goes to the Championship.
You think
he's 31?
Thomas Souček stays with West Ham and tries to bring it back up?
Well, Souček got a start last weekend, so yeah. You know who's also looked good at West Ham the last 2 weeks is Crescencio Somerville. Has actually looked a little bit better. He's been looking a little better. So I think he's a shout out too for me that I just want to call out.
Can I put out a conspiracy theory?
Oh,
I love it. Yes.
Yeah. Let's hear
All
it.
right. What if? Now, hear me out. Since West Ham's probably gonna get relegated, as a favor to the club because he always kisses the bag so passionately, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Brazil. You get your 40 million, and then he's going to go play in Brazil the rest of the year, and then he'll come back next year when they give him a different offer from a different club."
That's wishful thinking.
But what is that? But they're selling him, not putting him out on loan.
Yeah, they're selling him.
They get the money.
Yeah, they get the money.
Yeah.
But they get money.
But like, do you think he's going to come back? I don't like the comeback part is where you lose me.
No. You think Bowen stays at West Ham?
Another conspiracy theory.
He's making too much money to stay there. I don't think they'll be able to afford his contract. They'll probably have to leave. Well, okay,
Callum Wilson is going to Callum Wilson's going to tear it up in the championship. He's going to tear it up.
What's your other conspiracy theory, Tico?
Part of the deal is West Ham was like, hey, go over there for 40 million. We'll give you like 5 or 10 million afterwards.
That's
I just think Paqueta. I think these are lame conspiracies. I think Paqueta just wants to leave.
He
just wants to get out of there because he's a fake mouth and he's a mouth breather. Any other transfer rumors? I like that.
I think there was
Pogba to the Saudi league, second league. Pogba.
I don't care.
Paul Pogba. No, Balotelli.
Oh, is it Balotelli?
Yeah.
He's going to the Saudi league?
Second league.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's a legend. You know what's my favorite thing about Balotelli? I think when he started his career, he had gone like 12 or 13 penalties in a row without missing, like an insane amount. And I remember watching him miss the first one. He like stood after like missing, the keeper saved it. He stood there just kind of like, what the hell just happened?
Like he couldn't even fathom that happened to him.
That's your favorite. You know what my favorite Balotelli story is?
Italy goal?
Jose Mourinho one.
No. When he burned his own house down, then chased Micah Richards around his house with the same fireworks he burned his house down with.
The fireworks, yeah. Insane. He was an insane person. I think when he scored that goal for Italy and took his shirt off was one of like the most ultimate moments too.
Yeah.
One of the most iconic like celebrations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or the Why Always Me shirt was great. Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Okay, the last one I want to chat about is Elliot Anderson. There's rumors he might go to City.
Horrible.
I think it's horrible in the sense that obviously it's like City hoarding more, which is never good. But it's also like for him as a fantasy asset, like any value he still had, which I don't even know. Like I haven't been keeping as much track of him as I was earlier in the season. Mm-hmm. But let's look at his scores recently. Yeah, respectable, like good. 10th ranked mid overall, 25th ranked player overall. Yeah, I think that like falls on a cliff if he goes to City.
Yeah.
You know. At least I fear it does. I fear just he'll play less games. He won't be on sets.
Well,
I
don't know. Well, they won 10-0 midweekend. Homeboy scored on his debut, at least. Semenyo.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Did he start the game?
I don't think he did. I don't think he did. He came on late.
Man City scored 10 goals. Haaland had 0. I mean, he only played one half.
I saw that.
Still.
You think
if someone told you like City scored 10 goals and Haaland is starting, you would be like, all right, he probably has like 6 of them.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I remember when Haaland broke into my like consciousness. It was like a game where he was playing for like a U18 team and he scored like 10 goals in the game. And it was like they like showed clips of it. It was like crazy.
I think that's when all said, hey, let's bring him to Man U,
and they said no.
And they said no. Yeah.
They're like,
you know, he wanted Jude Bellingham too when he was in the lower leagues, and Man United told him no.
I mean, how accurate is that? He's just saying it.
No. Look, you scout players. He was given a budget. He didn't have a budget, and he wanted to get these young players. He wanted to be like Man United of old, bring in young players, and instead they went and got players that didn't do fuck all.
I think to Tico's point though, more maybe is like how accurate. Like did he really fight for it? Was he like, hey, I like this guy? And they're like, no, and he's like, okay. Or it's like it wasn't like he was like, this is the guy. You know what I mean?
He said it in interviews. I get you, but we can't know anything. But he did say.
I kind of mean that like hindsight's 2020, and everyone who saw Jude at one point is going to be like, oh yeah, like I wanted him, I liked them.
Sergey was very early on Jude. I'm sure there's another like 10 players that he's like, hey, let's bring him on, and they're like,
and they never did.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, they're playing it wherever we played now.
There's a superstar coming to the MLS.
Timo Werner,
San Jose Earthquakes. He actually might be able to score a goal.
Did he come from Tottenham?
No, he went back to Leipzig. And then from Leipzig,
he's getting bounced out. He lost a little bit of speed, and then he was barely above average with his speed.
I don't even think he lost that much speed. He just lost all confidence and cannot fucking.
I don't know what happened, man. Yeah, it was wild.
Terrible.
It was wild watching him.
It just sucked.
Just watching his decline.
Yeah.
Can we talk some Chelsea? See, Keith, unlike you, I'm not an asshole. Like, oh, let's not talk about Real Madrid. I want to talk about your club.
Okay, let's see. Yeah,
I think you're missing the point that your club isn't a Premier League club, and we're kind of a Premier League podcast.
And really doesn't have any link to the Premier League.
Yeah. Although, actually, wait. While I forget, there was a rumor floating around to go and ask you about. Have you heard this?
You haven't said it yet.
Valverde's $120 million Premier League offer.
No.
Have you heard anything about this?
No. Who from who?
Man City?
Man
City
United.
and apparently Man City and Man United are battling for him.
120 million.
I mean, I'm on the most rumory of rumors websites right now, but that's what I'm seeing.
120 million for Valverde seems a little bit too much.
I think it's a little too much given his age, right?
Yeah.
No, you think
It's
that's
not
goal?
enough.
I mean, he scored that goal that was amazing the other week.
He's 27.
He's 27, yeah. So he's in the. But I mean, I think 120 million for a guy who you're only going to get a few years out of is. I think
he's the best right back in the world.
Huh?
He's a right back.
He's been playing.
What position does he fucking? That's what I'm saying. But I think don't get me wrong. I love him as a utility player. I think he's really good. I just don't think he's 120 million.
There's only a handful of midfielders that are better than him. Only a handful of midfielders in the world that are better than him.
Declan Rice.
He's pretty versatile, right?
All right, sure. All right.
Declan Rice, Rodri.
I actually think about
Rodri's not better than him.
Rodri's better than Valverde.
Yeah, Rodri's better than him.
Dude,
okay,
not right now.
They're
Rodri's
different players. They do different things. Let's not act like they're the same thing. It's like trying to compare an apple and an orange.
Bruno
like,
Fernandes is better than Valverde,
but he does different things to both of them too. It's like you can't compare these things. Yes.
I could compare.
He said midfielders.
Valverde is better than both of them.
No.
Bruno Fernandes?
Dude, yeah, he's better than Bruno Fernandes.
Oh.
Look how serious Tico got. Look how serious.
He's easily better than Bruno Fernandes.
Your brother said
I love when homers get delusional about their team. We're watching it right now.
Sergey, what'd you say?
Funny.
Soboslai.
Soboslai is better than Valverde.
You guys are so delusional right now, and you're trying to piss me off. It's not gonna work.
Look, did you hear his voice just tremble right there?
No,
okay, let's put it this way. I would love him to come to the Premier League. I'd love to see if he could do it.
I would love to see him in the Premier League.
Do it here, you know.
I like Valverde. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good player.
I do too. I like him too. I'm not saying it like I don't doubt it. I'd love to see it.
You know what team he should be on? Newcastle.
Ooh, that'd be fun. Did
Also,
you just do a poll?
I like how Keith just took the conversation away from Chelsea.
Okay, we can talk about Chelsea. What's there to talk about?
Let's talk about Chelsea. Go on, Chelsea.
Wait, are we going to talk about the fact that I picked up Liam Delap in every single league I'm in?
No, well, that as well. But last time we did the pod, I think was the manager sacked or no?
I think he might have already been sacked, but they didn't have the replacement manager.
So yeah, the big thing is Delap started. He scored a goal. So and then Cole Palmer again didn't do shit. The most disappointing player this year, who's not as good of a player as Valverde. Let's put that as
completely different players. You can't even compare them.
Do we not think it's shady what Chelsea's done though?
I think you have to reassess your framework and see what Chelsea's trying to do. Is they're trying to create a farm system in the Major League Baseball where there's like the Lake Elsinore Storm, and then they go to like the Padres or whatever.
Because we know how ethically Chelsea makes their decisions, like ethics, like business ethics. Let's talk about ethics. You're talking about farming in like leagues that are lower leagues that are in the base in MLB, and maybe the NBA also has it in the G leagues and whatnot. These aren't lower leagues this is another country's league.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I totally understand that this is a new frontier. I'm saying it's a very gray area. I'm just telling you what they're doing. And I'm telling you what the mindset is that they're treating Strasbourg like a farm team, like it's the Lake Elsinore Storm. You know, that's their equivalent. I understand why the Strasbourg fans would be pissed. I totally get it. But like, hey, this is probably gonna be a system that everyone's gonna be using in a few years. Because if you notice, when Chelsea does stuff like this, other teams either try and do it or they ban it from happening because they don't like it.
Can you make a show? Tell us another thing that Chelsea's done that everyone else has copied.
Selling hotels.
Oh no! Apparently Chelsea's this. Oh, I know what.
Amortizing contracts like for 1 billion years.
Yeah, having a corrupt oligarch come by a shitty team and make it relevant. That started with Chelsea.
What other team is offering their players 10-year contracts?
Nobody because they made it illegal. Nobody because they banned it.
Okay.
They banned it, so no one else is doing it, and no one else can do it.
So no one can do that. So okay, and then you said selling hotels. Who else has been selling hotels?
Aston Villa did it. Sold.
No,
hotels
they
themselves.
didn't, did they?
Yes, they did. Yep.
What is this selling hotels?
Oh no, sorry. Well, they sold the women's team to themselves.
Oh, okay.
Same
okay.
thing though.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, Aston Villa had a hotel.
So they're passing assets around like their holding companies. It's just like they're playing a shell game with money. Just creative accounting, as we call it. Okay, but talking about the Chelsea, I think the big winners to me are going to be Liam Delap. I talked about, and I'm so happy that I picked him up. He got dropped in a lot of leagues. I think he's owning he's owning above 50%. So he's not quite a waiver guy. But what?
I dropped him in both of the leagues.
Yeah, I picked him up in both of the leagues.
I mean,
don't worry. In hindsight, he's going to look like a genius.
Who? Me or me?
One of you.
Who else I think is going to do well? I think that Andre Santos is going to see a lot more playing time because he played. Okay, two things. Andre Santos played under Rossoneri at Strasbourg and had a great season. Liam Delap played under this guy at Hull and had a good season, and that's how he got the move to Ipswich. So I'm saying that he's familiar with both those guys. I could see them both getting a decent amount of playing time. So I think there's a chance for both of them.
They have a good chance, but
I think they have a good chance. I think they're the ones. It's not guaranteed. I think a big loser could be João Pedro, because he really likes to press high and run in behind and have really a lot of speed up top, and that's not João Pedro's game at all. So I think if João Pedro, I could see João Pedro if João Pedro is not in the 10 position, like I could see him not playing striker as much for this reason. Because they want like a fast, high press guy up top, like a Liam Delap. So that's my take there. Anything else, guys, we want to talk about? I have some waiver guys if we want to talk through them.
Go waiver. Let's hear it.
Waiver it up. Wave at me. Okay. First ones. Sorry, I don't have it on my normal thing, so I'm gonna be like looking down. Okay, we talked about Pascal Gross. He's still 39% owned. If he's available in leagues, you should grab him, especially if it's for free. Like I think with FAAB and stuff, a little bit of a different beast, but even then it's worth the risk. He's just so good. Vitali Janel is still available, and he's still available in 60% of leagues. Enzo, you picked him up, right?
What? Janel? Yeah, I picked him up.
He's been great. I mean, his like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His last 5 or 6 games have all been super good since he started starting.
Yep.
Have you guys heard this Matheus Mane from Wolves?
I heard he's on the way up, and he played the last 2 games.
Played the last 2 games, scored in the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Wolves have now gotten 5 points from their last 3 games.
Woo!
They had 2 points prior to that.
I know. I'm just saying, but they beat West Ham, who also
tied Everton
and tied with Everton. So it's good. But West Ham's, I think, it's good for them. But too little.
I'm just saying. I think there's something there. I mean, if you want to take a gamble on a young rising star, a la like John Duran type vibes, I think Matheus Mane at Wolves is kind of a fun one.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree.
What teams do you play against him? Like the matchups?
Anyone that's not one of the top 6, and you just hope that it's better. I mean, the hope is that Wolves is like turning a corner, and they're obviously still gonna get relegated. The hope is that they're gonna be like better, because like the new coach has been in there for a while. They're getting points. So like okay, let's see. Next week, round 22. Wolves plays Newcastle United. Not the best, but like maybe after that, Wolves plays City. Not the best. Okay, so this is what you're getting at. But like the game after that, Bournemouth, round 24. I would play Wolves players against Bournemouth right now.
I would.
So, but yeah, that's a good point, Sergey. Like it's definitely a little matchup-y.
Did you see how much? Do you know how much Pascal Gross was bought for?
Like 2 million.
1.2 million. That's
yeah, he's 35.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, Valentin Castellanos. We talked about him, West Ham United forward. See, to Sergey's point, I think it's a little tricky, obviously, because who do you play him against, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they play Tottenham next week, or this coming weekend. So I think that's actually not a bad
matchup.
Not a bad one. And then after that, Sunderland, which they haven't been as good as they were in the opening part of the season. Sunderland's dropped some points recently, so potential there. Nathan Ake, what do you guys think about that? City's lost both of their forwards. I think Ake is probably going to be the starter.
I think center backs for City don't really do that much.
Yeah.
You don't think?
Norris back. That's another player. I think he's back from AFCON.
Algeria, he'll be back. Nico O'Reilly, yeah. I mean, Nico O'Reilly's kind of been dipped a little bit in fantasy performance. He's still been getting the starts though. Still been getting the starts though, but yeah, you hope at Norris back that he gets some time. Is he available in a lot of leagues?
I have
people hold on to him.
I held on to him. I don't think anyone dropped him because like you put up such he had like high draft capital.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, are we Ellie Croupy groupies? Are we groupies for Croupy? I know Sergey, you haven't won our league, so I was kind of glancing at where he was, and you have him. He seems to score kind of highlight goals.
I think he's going to get some more minutes now.
He's going to get some. Semenyo's gone. I think Christie's injured. I think that's a pretty good like shout for like.
He's the highest scoring teenager in Europe right now.
Kluivert's injured too.
Kluivert's injured. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah.
So I think Croupy's a really good shout if you can get him, or even try to maybe give Wilson for him. It's a gamble.
Wilson's not playing anymore, right? With these two new guys that came in, the two new Brazilians, Castellanos and the other guy. I doubt Wilson's getting a ton of time.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
But yeah, no. So to your point, good if you can get rid of Wilson.
Did you talk about the striker for Wolves already?
The striker,
Mane,
Arrow Kodare.
Oh, I didn't talk about him. I was more focused on Mane on the Wolves side. I like. Tell me, do you know anything about him?
He's got in the last four games. He's got basically three double digits. He got 9.75 the last game with no assists. He got 12 points a game for that, no goal, no assists. He had a 5.5, but then he had a 4.25. So he's a busy forward.
Yeah, we like a busy forward.
Yeah,
we like a hustle guy.
And he is only
5% owned.
5% owned.
I just made that up. I don't know.
Oh, you fucking wanker. I don't know how much he's owned.
Should we do some game previews, boys?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Round 22. Man United versus Man City.
It's the only game that matters.
Does United stand a chance?
Yeah, this is
you know what's funny about Man United is that like they're the last few years they do this thing where they kind of suck and then they like win this game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's kind of what they do.
But also, this might be get right game for Man City, who haven't won a game in 4 games in a row.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting. I think City's going to demolish him at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
City's going to demolish at Old Trafford, and then I mean, obviously if you have Bruno, you play. Obviously, like the guys that you have, like you have I'm assuming that Wemo starts, Acuna, but you're not like excited about it, you know. And then you're not gonna. I wouldn't play any United defenders, really.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely not confident.
Yeah. And yeah, okay. Next one.
But then again, like City's backline's kind of messed up too, so you never know.
Got so many holes in it, just like their roof.
I think you play all the City players you can, other than the center defenders, right? And then you're playing all the United attackers, maybe. But you're not playing their backline either.
Yeah, that's like this game week. That's like the most interesting game. The other one is Villa Everton might be interesting. I think.
Yeah, I mean Chelsea Brentford too, because Brentford's in 5th place right now,
and they got the second highest goal scorer in the league right now.
Yeah, and I think they've scored 14 goals in their last 4 games or something, like something crazy. They have like a crazy record right now.
2-0 against Sheffield Wednesday, 3-0 against Sunderland, 4-2 against Everton, and they drew 0-0 to Tottenham.
Brentford? Yeah. So some goals. Yeah, I mean, those games. I don't think you're holding anyone back in the Chelsea or Brentford games.
No.
You know, Nico Collins has been all of a sudden gotten good again. We've talked about him. Coyote's been solid recently. Fofana should be back for Chelsea. You're excited about that. Chalobah's going to be, I think Chelsea has a really good run coming up after this. So I think if you can, that might be a team where if there is like a Fofana on the bench or a Fofana on waivers or like a defender on waivers, it might be worth snagging. And then you also have to think about with Chelsea that left wing position is like, I mean, Pedro Neto could play there if Cole Palmer continues to play out on the right side, but there's a chance that like with a new manager that Garnacho or Gittins all of a sudden comes in and becomes important. But I I wanted to believe in both those guys, and I haven't seen much to make me really want to enjoy.
So wishy-washy.
Yeah. Any other games we're kind of talking about?
Leeds Fulham's going to be a fucking a point fest, I think.
Just because like they're probably the two most they're both very exciting right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like the vibes are high for both those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See a lot of shots, a lot of crosses.
High intensity.
Yeah, defenders are busy. Like it could be a 0-0 draw with everyone scoring double digits.
And then I
think there's gonna be goals. I think I would bet. I'd be curious to see what the over is in that game because I would probably bet it. Because if you look at Leeds the last few games, 3-1-1. I think Fulham's had some pretty high scoring games too. You know.
Yeah. Arsenal's got an easy game against Forest.
West Ham has an easy game against Tottenham.
Yeah. If Tottenham doesn't get a win out of that game, I'm telling you,
Fire Frank.
I think it's fire. I think it's fire, Frank. If he doesn't win that game, it's a fire. I think a draw, you fire him. I think without a doubt. I think at this point, you got to get rid of him. And then you're calling all these managers that just got.
I'm calling Pochettino. Come back, baby, come back.
It's such a sad team that you're yearning for the days of Poch being your manager.
Tico, I don't know, man. I mean, you literally have who's Real Madrid? They have the right back from 10 years ago, and then you're all excited about it.
I'm not excited about it.
You acted fucking excited about it.
Yeah, you're acting excited.
No, guys, remember I was very high on Xabi Alonso. I really wanted Alonso to work out. I hope this guy sucks too, so they could go after Jurgen Klopp. That's
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also didn't like him as a player.
Areola.
Yeah.
Okay, question for you guys. If you had a piece on the Monday game, the Brighton-Bournemouth game, and he had a dead leg and still didn't play midweek, and we don't know if he's going to play, what would you do?
Had who?
If you had Minta, what would you do? If you had Kuma Minta, he had a dead leg, he's missed the last 2 or 3 games for Brighton with a dead leg. Well, you think he'd be back by this time though, right?
You never know.
I'm debating just picking up a piece from Bournemouth or something so that I can make that change.
You should. That'll be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
What league is it in?
Well, I have Minta in both of our leagues.
The one that you're not sucking in the most.
I'm sucking in both.
It's so easy. Just play him in one and bench him in the other.
Hedge?
You're
always hedging, Tico.
Do we
got anything else we want to talk about? We want to talk about Real Madrid. Do you want to give Tico the floor for 3 minutes at the end of the episode? Talk about Real Madrid?
No.
I have a question for you. Do you blame
Alonso?
What's his name?
For losing that
Do you blame Alonso for losing the job, or no? Because he didn't have a bad record.
Nope.
He 70% winning, which
is that bad or good?
That's good.
That's good.
70%. It's really good.
I mean, in the La Liga, that might, I don't know. I know the Premier League that'd be good. In La Liga,
he has the exact same record as Hans Flick, and they're first 30 matches or some shit like that. The problem is, I think Henry nailed it on the head. Is he's doing a lot of coaching, not enough managing. And I also thought it was funny how he treated Rodrigo like shit because he benched him in the preseason in the Club World Cup. La Liga started. And then when his job was on the line and everyone was injured, Rodrigo played and he was the one who was scoring and assisting goals when they went on a 3-game winning streak. So, life's kind of funny that way. I think winning at Real Madrid is not enough. Everyone knows this. You need to do it with a different style. And the benching of Vinny Jr. and all the other players, I just don't think he kind of had the belief, trust. Obviously, something fell through the cracks. It's also a team with a lot of egos. And
there you go.
They don't have a Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and all of that stuff.
I'm sorry.
That's all you have a leader. It doesn't feel like they have a leader in the team.
Because when you said
who's the leader on the field?
It's Valverde. He's emotional, passionate leader. But again, you have Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He was never the leader, but he was the first one to show up for practice. The way he trained, he led with example.
Pepe and Ramos.
Yeah, no one got out of line. Now our center backs, they're not the enforcers, any of that stuff.
Well,
so
look,
Carvajal, but
you just I'm hearing this sob story, but the first thing you said was the first thing I understood was egos. You got A team that's has a big ego. You have players that have a big ego. But you got 19 games, 14 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. You're 4 points behind first. You've got one of the best defensive records, and you've scored the second amount most goals.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Give me an example of a Real Madrid team the last time it didn't have a team full of egos.
And it ran well.
I don't think it's the egos.
It's the maturity levels.
I think it's almost like a lack of like it doesn't feel like it's one thing to have ego and then also have respect for like the team and stuff. I feel like there's like a lack of respect for the team. There's all the ego without the respect for the team. You know, like the whole thing, Tico, where like they were like Alonso asked them to do an honor guard for Barcelona,
and they said no.
And then like Mbappe said no.
Mbappe said no. Like that to me is like a lack of respect for like you deserve to have an ego. You're one of the best players in the world. But you should also be like, okay, my coach has asked me to do this. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that out of line to do that.
Another thing with this team is when Vinny didn't win the fucking Ballon d'Or and they all refused to go.
Well,
I think just throw all your fucking toys out the pram because things don't go your way.
It's also, to me, it's kind of interesting because anytime a player becomes a manager of like a big club, I look at it as a player what they accomplish. Like Xabi Alonso was elite as a player. He's an all-time great midfielder. So you would think like the respect should be there because of, hey, not only is he talking about it, he's done it. He won the league in Germany, which honestly, it's like if you beat Bayern Munich, it's pretty incredible. He's won everything on the club level and still like something went off. I think it's just the way he was approaching players. And it also kind of, you go from Ancelotti, who would let Vinicius, Rodrigo players go to Ibiza after games, to Xabi, who's kind of more of like a dictator kind of thing. Yeah. I think obviously the players are at fault. Also, the managers at fault. And I don't know if you guys watched the final. This is the first time I watched the game. I was like, what's going on with Jude Bellingham? They played a deep 5, defended very deep. Jude had no control of the game, which is very rare for him.
Yeah. There's something, I was actually listening to an interview with Rossoneri, the Chelsea coach, when he was still at Strasbourg, and he was talking about he was talking about a book called Teams Collide, and it wasn't really about football. It was about like management styles when there's cultural differences. So like when you're like a manager and you're all of a sudden managing like a team from Japan and managing a team from the United States or something, or like different how those differences affect things, and like, you know, how you have to like treat people differently based on their cultures and stuff. And he was saying, he's like, yeah, like my team at Strasbourg is like 75% like African descent French players. And he goes like, and he's like, time means something different to them than time means to like a Western, you know, a Western person, where it's like being here on time is like everything. He's like growing up for these guys, it was like they say they're gonna be somewhere at 2, they don't show up till 6, you know. So it's like it's like kind of like, obviously it's like you don't give them that much leeway, but you have to allow for a little bit because it's so culturally ingrained in them. And if you don't do that, you're gonna kind of just antagonize people. And I think there's like that's an example, and I think that's maybe an example where Alonso maybe wasn't a good manager. And I think that's what Tico's getting at with what Henry said, right? Like he was tactically was all on point, and I'm sure he's phenomenal there, but he just didn't have the patience to like nurture these guys or give them a little leeway when it was needed. And it was, you know, it sounds like he was maybe a little too strict on these guys that also had big egos. And is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair. And just to put like the kibosh on this conversation, the best Real Madrid team that I've seen play was not the one that won back-to-back Champions League. It was the year after they won La Decima with Ancelotti, the following year, where they won like 22 games in a row. And then the whole debacle happened with Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday. Something happened, people didn't go or whatever, and that team self-destructed, and they fired Ancelotti, defending La Liga champion, defending Champions League. So if the best team that aesthetically, the way they played, the score goal, and they had all the records, if that manager could get fired middle of the year, no one is safe at Real Madrid, and everyone knows this. That's why it's like a 2-3 year job at max. So it is what it is. Obviously, like I was a huge fan of Xabi Alonso as a player. Obviously, you want him to succeed, but it just didn't work out. And I also have to go, but before I go, we have one last very important question. Sir Seg, who's your favorite Spice Girl?
The baby one.
I like this.
What? Yeah, my boy, boy.
The baby.
I don't know. I don't know.
It didn't sound right. Okay.
I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would say that now, but at the time when I was a kid, that's what I liked the most, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith, did you see how Tico went off on a tangent there for a good like 5 minutes? That's how you sound every time you talk about Chelsea.
No, Chelsea, they don't bring a lot of wingers. They're smart with it. They just give 10-year contracts.
Yeah, it's called
All right.
creative accounting.
All right, this has been episode
Guys, remember
120
they're
of
so
Draft
young.
Offsides. My name is Keith. I'm with Tico Denso. What?
He said, "Let's remember they're still young, like the players."
Oh, let's remember
Yeah,
they're still
yeah,
young.
yeah. It's a new manager. You have to give him time. It's a new manager every 3 months.
We'll,
Frank Lampard wasn't that bad.
we'll see you next week. Follow us at Draft Offsides. And yeah, all right.
All right, boys. I
All
gotta
right, I gotta go. See you,
All
boys.
right, later, guys.
Peace.
Leave your windows open.